Good day, everyone. King 5 meteorologist Adam Claiborne here on this Thursday afternoon, which is sunny again, but also windy. That's been our main focus here throughout the morning and into the afternoon, other than some of that fog that was around earlier into the day. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. The wind has definitely picked up. You can see that around areas such as Bellingham. We are currently under a wind advisory until 6 p.m. later this evening. I'll show you that here in a second, but you can see the wind definitely blowing some of the grassy areas there that you see and some of the bushes. Otherwise, though, we're really noticing just more of the sunshine. Here in Seattle, it hasn't been too out of hand. We've been noticing some stronger wind gusts from time to time. Most of that has happened out closer to SeaTac Airport, where we get some of our observation reports that come in. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Some of the wind gusts today. The top ones, Neah Bay, 52 miles per hour. There in Bellingham, 47 SeaTac out at the airport there, 33, and then Tacoma coming in at 23 miles per hour. Still not done with this. We do have those wind advisories in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. That does include the lowlands of Whatcom County and then more of the foothill areas of Pierce, and also for King and also Snohomish County, where we could see those areas get closer to maybe 45 miles per hour with some of those wind gusts, and some of the winds sustained will be around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Winds right now coming in out of the east. Seattle, we're talking about winds around about 20 miles per hour, closer to 13 in Shelton, and then you get closer to the tip of the Olympic Peninsula, seeing those around 10 to 20, and then up around San Juan Islands, getting closer to Bellingham. Sustained winds again, closer to 10 to 20, maybe even closer to 25, but then when you do factor in some of the gusts, these are reported here last hour, and here we are at about 1 p.m. hour, 37 miles per hour, around 32 in Seattle, and then talking about around 20 to 30 as you get out closer to the coast. So winds have definitely been stronger, still not to the same extent as what our event was as we saw about a week or so ago. Temperatures kind of chilly too to go along with that, although they were a little milder today, back into the low 50s in a lot of spots. We'll see highs that top off right around there before starting to drop again. And this system that has moved through to help to increase some of the wind is actually going to reinforce some of the chillier air. So we expect overnight lows more likely or not to be below freezing for the next few nights, and we'll probably see a few more of those 20s start to show up as opposed to what we had around this morning and yesterday morning. So back to what we're expecting here as we go on into tonight. We expect to see that skies will be relatively cloudy. We expect to see the winds start to wind on down right after 6 p.m. So here we are at 6 p.m. seeing those around 20 to 25, closer to areas of South Sound, and then we get past that point, and then here we go to 10 p.m. and noticing much of the wind gusts getting closer to 10, maybe 15 miles per hour around Tacoma. Still a little strong, but then we'll get on to early tomorrow morning, and we should be around 10 to 15. And speaking of any clouds, again, shouldn't see a whole lot of them tonight. I don't think we see as much of the fog developing. We'll go into tomorrow afternoon seeing plenty of sunshine. Here we are at 2:30 on Friday, sun around, and that will lead us into the very sunny weekend that we're expecting before things do start to change heading into next week, heading into the Thanksgiving holiday. Today, low 50s, upper 40s, Mount Vernon up to 49. We'll see highs stay around the low to mid 50s around Bellevue, Redmond 53, 54 in Monroe. South Sound seeing highs around those low 50s, a few upper 40s down this way. Had a bit more of that fog and those low clouds stick around, so things definitely stayed cooler. And then tonight's lows, yeah, a few more of those 20s will appear, but we are going to see a lot of spots at least around the freezing point before numbers start to try to climb into the day tomorrow. But tomorrow's highs, more likely than not, will be in the 40s for most areas. Same story for your Saturday, Sunday too, seeing for at least the latter part of the day a few more clouds coming in, and then we start our streak of wet days and the rain starts to come back too heading into next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're also seeing, and it looks like heading on into that point, that we're going to be noticing some stronger winds to go along with those systems as they come in during that point. Now, the air mass does get slightly warmer. As you can see, highs by the end of that point back up into the 50s. So if you have any travel plans heading closer to the Thanksgiving holiday, for the time being, it doesn't look like we're going to see much issue as far as winter weather across the passes. We got a few days before we get to that point, though. So, of course, we'll let you know more updates with that as we get closer to the point. Well, anyway, everybody, have a great Thursday. Enjoy your day. Of course, try to watch out for some of the stronger winds gusts that we'll have across the area. Some spotty power outages could still be possible with that, maybe even some limbs breaking off from some of the trees, but we shouldn't see anything, of course, that will be widespread as far as some of those power outages and the impacts. Take care. We'll see you next time.